Hi everyone, this is Michelle Garrio from the Seekonk Public Library, and I am back with another book review, this time for a young adult title, which is not usually something that you see me reviewing here, but occasionally I'll go into the young adult area and see what's going on there. And I was so excited to see this one because this is an author that I've kind of been following in young adults. This is Kwame Alexander's latest title, Rebound. And if it sounds a little familiar, then you may know that he has written at least two other sports-themed books. This, in fact, is the prequel to his 2014, I believe, hit called The Crossover. And The Crossover was one of those titles that received numerous acclamations. I can't even begin to name them all, but I see listed here Washington Post Best Book of 2014, a Publishers Weekly Best Book of the Year, an ALA Notable Book, Chicago Public Library Best, New York Public Library Best, and it's one that really got me interested in this format and even more interested in what's going on in young adult literature. So in this book, we get to read about the story of Jordan and Josh's dad, and we get to see him as a teenager at a very critical point in his life, and how his involvement with basketball really kind of started. And you know from The Crossover that this is something that really got passed on to his sons. So you get to see the story of the father in this case, and this is really an amazing story. I think it's destined to get at least the same amount of accolades as the other one did, because it just is so relatable on so many different levels. You may say, well, I'm not really a sports person, I'm not a basketball person, I don't know if this is for me. Well, one of the really neat things about this book is that it's actually written as a novel in verse, which means that it's something that I love to point out to my young adult readers because there's not a lot of text on the pages. But really, every word counts, and it's not that everything rhymes, it's not that sort of verse, but it really gives you an appreciation for literature and the power of words, and of course in this story, getting to see how the events of the parent really help to shape the events and the personalities and the activities of the children. I don't even know how to put that really well, but I think it's a great book that parents would want to read, that definitely my athletic young adults would want to read, and I think YAs in general. Bound for much glory, Rebound.